So, hello fellow banknote and coin collectors, how you going today? And today I have my Indian banknote collection. I have done this 1 and 2 rupees, so I won't really worry about going into it. So here's the old one. This was issued up until 1994, and it has various designs. Generally, this is actually the reverse of the 1 rupee coin that's in circulation. And this one has the date on the back, so it has the actual episode of rupee. So this is 1968. The one in 1994 is a bit different. It has a oil derrick in the middle instead of various languages of India. So the bottom one's probably Urdu, and I'm not too sure. There will be Gujarati, Malayalam, Orissa, Tamil, and various other languages that are spoken in India. So, basically, the Indian states are divided based on linguistics for the main part. And here we have the capital, the Ashoka column, which is 4 lines. So we have 2 lines here, 1, 2, and a third here. And behind this one is actually a 4th line because it has 4 lines around it. And there's I forget, I think it's a Dharma wheel. Can't remember. Something to do with all the spokes represent different aspects of human behaviour. And here is the current one. This is worth about 2 Australian cents or 1 rupee. And they actually issue this one. They've been issuing this since 2015. Probably because they can't produce enough coins. So the coinage in India is 50 paisa. I'm not too sure if that actually circulates. There's 1, 2, 5 and 10 rupees. And on this side, this is the same image that was used in the previous ones issued before 94 in this colour, in this purplish blue colour. So this one is green, and as you can see, this one's pretty much the same. As you can see, it has the modern rupee coin on it. So then we have the Gandhi's issue. I don't have, the only modern banknote I have is this 2000 rupees. This is worth about 40 Australian dollars. And yeah, I really don't like this one. The colour is okay, but the design, just don't like it. So I do like that they actually put something, a satellite which India has launched, which is pretty good. And then they've got Gandhi's glasses there, wonder why. So, and in this issue, they actually have issued the 10, 50, 100, 200 and 500 rupee banknotes as well. They haven't reissued the 1000 rupees, which I'm not too sure why they haven't. They should have actually reissued that back in 2016. When the 500 1000 rupees was demonetized. So here I have the 5 to 500 rupees, and this is the Gandhi issue. It was first issued in 1996, and at first they didn't have the dates on them, but if we look at the back, no, not that one, maybe another one. So here's the 2 10 rupees. And the thing you'll know in the banknotes, up here they have a letter. So this one's a B and V. And I presume that is the... I'm not too sure why they actually put that on there. It might be a plate number, might not be. Or batch number. So here we have the date. So this is a 2016. This one is not dated. So that's basically since 2005, I believe, or maybe 2009, they actually issued the dates on the banknotes. So on the 5, we have a tractor. This one looks quite nice, and they don't actually issue the 5 rupees anymore. They've changed it over to a coin, and most of it's in Hindi with the text in the background. I actually quite like this banknote. It's actually quite good. If the back of the Pakistani 5 rupees, I quite like it, blue and reds as well. So that's another good banknote. So these two banknotes actually came from the same currency, the currency of British India, which was used up until 1948 when Pakistan issued their own banknotes. And they're just totally different currencies now, as well as the Pakistani taka, the Indian rupee, Maldives rufiya, and the Nepalese rupee. The Bhutanese Ngultrum is actually tied to the Indian rupee at 1 to 1. So the next highest banknote is the 10 rupee, and this banknote has been replaced by the newer banknote, which is a what colour is it, in 2017, which is a brownish colour. So this one looks, it's hard to tell the colour, looks like brownish orangish colour, and it has Mahatma Gandhi in Hindi and English. So the two national languages of India are English and Hindi, and there are regional languages, like each state can actually have a regional language which they use. And I like the serial numbers. If that 4 was a 1, that would be a good banknote. But anyway, if that 7 was a 6, or that 7 there was that 6 was a 7, that would be awesome banknote. But pity, just nearly got it. And then we have the Reserve Bank of India logo, which is a is it a tiger? Looks like it might be. India also has Indian lions, Asiatic lions. So here's a tiger, elephant, and a one-horned rhino, which are the most common animal is the Asian elephant. These two actually are a bit rare because of poaching and land habitat loss. And Mahatma Gandhi is a watermark, as well as a 10 as a security threat. So that's quite nice. I would say Indian banknotes are not really my favourite. They're not too bad. But in this area of the world, Maldives actually has the best banknotes. And the second highest, or second lowest now, is the 20 rupees. Currently this one has not been replaced by the new series. It should actually be replaced soon, because all the other banknotes actually been replaced, the 50, 100s and 500 rupees. And Mahatma Gandhi issue, I promised to pay the bearer this other 20 rupees. And ooh, that's nearly a good one. Damn, wish I actually had a good serial number. And on the back we have palm trees. No, they're probably not coconut palms. There's many other different species of palm tree around there. And this will be a coastline around India somewhere, most likely down in the south, so in the Dravidian speaking part of India. And you should actually find this very readily. Okay, then we have the 50 rupees. So I have 2 here. So these ones are all pretty much circulated. These are probably not the grades you should actually get, because Indian banknotes are quite easy to get. And what? This is an L, and also you can get banknotes without a plate number as well up the top. Guaranteed by the central government. Actually, they don't guarantee squat. And here we have the Parliament of India. So that's in New Delhi. It's a circle. And it was also on the 2 rupees coin of the past, but no longer now. And this one was replaced by a banknote in 2018, so this year, as well as the 100 rupees was replaced by a banknote. And it's, well, the colours do change on this side. On this side, they look pretty, it looks a bit bit hard to tell what colour is what, especially this one looks like a combination of both the 10 rupees. But the newer ones are more colour segregated. So for a time, this was the second highest banknote, apart from the 2,000 rupees between, I think, November to December 2016, because they demonetized you 500, 1,000 rupees, but we'll get to that in a minute. So, all this side is pretty much the same. Mahatma Gandhi issue, and the same with the new ones. The front side is just a Mahatma Gandhi as well. And on the back, we have a mountain range. And this mountain range is Mount Kachenjunga. And it's in the Himalayas. But up where the Himalayas are, they actually don't speak Hindi, so I'm not too sure what language that is. Okay, I've looked it up. Kangchenjunga is a Tibetan name of the language, mountain, and it's in between Nepal and Sikkim, which is a state in India, which used to be independent to 1975, I believe. And it's actually the third highest mountain in the world, and it's in the Himalayas. In Sikkimese, it's Gangchenjunga, and it means the 5 treasures of the high snow. Now, Tibetan is actually a minor language in Sikkim and Nepal. The predominant language in both of those territories is Nepalese. Yeah, so that's a nice scene of a mountain. And, well, I have 500 rupees. I've been trying to get a 1,000 rupees, but they've been a bit expensive, and because they've been demonetized, I actually don't want to pay $40-50 for 1,000 rupees, which has no real value, and it's pretty much $40-50 is too much for it. So these ones are demonetized in November 2016. Overnight they were demonetized, and I was to combat the black market. And various people have different opinions on it, where for me, considering most of the 500 and 1,000 rupee banknotes are actually redeposited in the banks as legitimate money, it actually didn't work. But it did cause a lot of economic problems in India, in that when they issued 2,000 rupees, they actually, had problems. You couldn't actually use it unless it's for something close to 2,000 rupees, because the highest denomination was 100. And as far as I can understand, the Reserve Bank of India didn't actually print enough excess banknotes of 100 rupees to cover the shortfall in change. So that's probably been fixed up by now. And generally withdrawing these banknotes for fraud reasons generally doesn't work. Other countries do demonetize their currency, but generally over a few years, or maybe a certain time period. Like the UK has a 1-year period which withdraws the old banknotes, and it demonetize them, but that's a 1-year period, and it doesn't disrupt the economy really, and that's mainly for anti-counterfeiting reasons, because the old banknotes become a lot easier to counterfeit with more modern technology. And someone's written 50,000 rupees on here, so they might have had a bundle or whatever. And this is our plate number. Ooh, number on that's not good. And on the back we have March of Gandhi and his followers in front of the presidential palace. So I have to actually look up that. So maybe that was a march for independence of India, because he did advocate for independence of India, but through peaceful means, which is different from Nelson Mandela, who advocated majority rule but didn't rule out violence. But I suppose it depends on the government you're actually combating. And here we have the security threat. So this one's probably a lot easier to counterfeit, but these ones were not withdrawn because the counterfeiting are withdrawn to take out the illegal or non-taxed gains that people or certain people in India actually had from the cash economy, and probably to force people to open bank accounts as well. Anyway, that's just my take. If you have a different comment and you're from India, please enlighten me, because differences in people's opinion is really important. It actually progresses our society. So don't be angry, just try and correct me with what I say. I'll take your corrections on board, and maybe I'll make another video to correct myself. Anyway, so I do have an older banknote. This one I got off a friend. This is an older Indian rupee that was used up until 96. So from I think 1976 to 96. And it's 10 rupees. So you have the Ashoka column here. Promise to pay the bearer a sum of 10 rupees. Guaranteed by the central government. Well, this is not guaranteed by the central government. So generally I wouldn't actually trust the current people in power. There's the Ashoka column there. And on the back it has a house, so let me look it up and see what it is. So I just looked it up, and this one was actually issued from 1992 to around about 96. And before 92 they actually had a different 10 rupees with a peacock on it, like a fresco, pretty much in the Islamic style. It actually looks a lot more attractive than this one, so I'm not too sure what actually changed it. And this is supposed to be the Shamlima Gardens in Srinagar, which is in Kashmir, and it's the summer residence of the Great Mughal Janagar. So Great Mughal Janagar. So most likely the royal residence that was inhabited by the ruler during the British India period. Now, as you know, Kashmir is divided between Pakistan and India, but before 1948 it was actually a princely state within India. And it has, I can't actually see that. What is that? It looks like the Ashoka column with Dharma wheels. Ashoka. Is it Ashoka or Ashoka? And here we have the signatures. So this is the first issue. It has S. Venkitaraman. I believe that is that signature there, but I'm not too sure that's. So that signature is actually in English, and that one is in Hindi. So most likely is that it's the same signature, but just one in Hindi and one in English, which is I've never actually seen that before. Very, very interesting. And there's usually a plate number. Does this one have one? No, it doesn't look like it does. The plate number is generally up here. No, not all these type of banknotes actually have it. It's very prominent, and you can actually not get confused with it. So anyway, those are my banknotes from India. I'd like to say thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll be able to find out what banknotes are good to collect in India. Well, I'm talking about errors, because serial numbers, they're just the same as any other currency. So have an awesome banknote collecting time, people, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.